The financial landscape of 2026 has completely dismantled the old rules of corporate borrowing. For decades, ambitious founders were held back by an outdated system that demanded pristine personal financial records just to obtain basic working capital. Traditional banks relied heavily on personal credit scores to measure corporate risk. This approach was deeply flawed and prevented millions of legitimate enterprises from reaching their true potential. Today, we are entering a totally new paradigm. We are going to explore the absolute peak of modern commercial funding, which involves business credit cards that guarantee 100% approval with absolutely zero personal credit checks. We will shift our focus entirely away from traditional consumer banks and step into the high-performance world of digital corporate finance. You will learn the exact mechanisms these new platforms use to approve you. You will understand how to bypass the old gatekeepers, and you will discover how to leverage your daily operations to unlock massive spending power without ever exposing your personal financial profile. To comprehend how guaranteed approval is mathematically possible, we must first dissect the fundamental mechanics of alternative underwriting. Traditional banks use consumer credit bureaus to guess your future behavior based on your past mistakes. Modern financial technology companies refuse to use this outdated method. Instead, they use a protocol known as deterministic underwriting. This means they look at undeniable present-day facts rather than past statistical probabilities. They completely ignore your personal credit score. They do not care if you had financial troubles 5 years ago. Their algorithms connect securely to the actual lifeblood of your company. They evaluate your real-time business checking accounts, your daily sales volume, and your merchant processing data. Because they base their lending decisions strictly on the cash your business actually holds or generates, their risk drops to zero. This zero-risk environment is exactly what allows them to confidently offer a 100% approval rate to any verified functioning business. The first major sector we must investigate is the closed-loop merchant processor ecosystem. If your business sells products or services online, you are likely processing payments through giant global platforms. In 2026, these payment gateways have transformed into massive lending institutions. The Shopify Credit Business Card is the perfect example of this revolution. If you operate a digital storefront on their platform, they possess complete and total visibility into your entire operation. They track every single sale you make. They monitor your refund rates, and they analyze your seasonal revenue spikes. Because they control the flow of your money, they never perform a personal credit check. When your store reaches a baseline level of sales volume, Shopify automatically issues a guaranteed approval offer for their corporate card. They give you a spending limit that scales dynamically with your sales. You use the card to buy inventory or digital advertising, and they simply deduct the balance from your incoming sales payouts. It is a completely seamless, risk-free capital injection that bypasses the traditional banking system entirely. The Stripe corporate card operates on the exact same brilliant philosophy. Millions of service-based businesses and digital agencies use Stripe to collect invoice payments from clients. Stripe observes your cash flow meticulously. Once your processing volume hits their internal threshold, they issue a firm pre-approved invitation for their corporate card. There is no lengthy application process and absolutely no hard pull on your credit report. They issue your credit line based on your processing history alone. You receive a flat cash back percentage on your business purchases, and the balance is automatically cleared from your Stripe account balance before the funds are transferred to your external bank. This creates the beautifully enclosed financial loop where your daily sales automatically fund your ongoing operational expenses without any need for traditional credit verification. We must now move to the second sector, which involves high-tier corporate banking alternatives like the Ro business banking platform. Ro is designed specifically for companies that possess strong cash reserves but refuse to deal with the friction of personal guarantees and credit checks. When you open a corporate account with Ro, their automated compliance software scans your official legal registration and your employer identification number. They do not ask for your personal social security number for underwriting purposes. Once you deposit your operating capital into their banking ecosystem, they issue corporate cards with limits directly tied to your available cash balance. This is not a standard secured card where your money is locked away in a dead vault. This is a dynamic charge card system that allows you to spend freely while earning high-yield interest on the cash sitting in your account. You get the absolute highest level of corporate spending power without a single credit inquiry ever touching your personal file. Another massive titan in this specific category is the BRIX platform. BRIX has spent years perfecting the art of cash flow underwriting for modern enterprises. They completely reject the traditional banking model. When you apply for their corporate card, their system securely links to your external business checking accounts using encrypted data networks. Their algorithms read your daily balances and incoming revenue streams. If your bank account demonstrates financial health, you are approved immediately. BRIX gives you a massive credit limit that fluctuates daily based on your actual bank balance. You are required to pay the balance in full every 30 days. This charge card model protects your company from falling into heavy debt while simultaneously reporting your excellent payment behavior to commercial credit bureaus. It is an incredibly powerful way to manufacture a pristine corporate credit rating out of thin air using only your current cash flow. If your business is brand new and you do not have processing volume or large cash reserves, you must pivot to the third sector. This involves specialized credit building engines like the OpenSky Plus infrastructure. While many secured cards still stubbornly pull your personal credit, OpenSky guarantees approval without ever looking at your report. They do not perform a hard pull, and they do not perform a soft pull. Your past financial history remains completely invisible. Your approval is mathematically guaranteed by the provision of a refundable cash deposit. This tool is absolutely vital for newly formed companies that need a professional purchasing instrument immediately. You use this card to pay for your domain names, web hosting, and basic software subscriptions. By making these small necessary purchases and paying the bill early, you generate a continuous stream of positive data points on your commercial credit profile. Knowing these elite financial options is only the beginning. You must execute a precise operational strategy to ensure these automated systems actually approve your file. These platforms guarantee approval based on data, but your data must be perfectly structured. Automated underwriting algorithms are extremely sensitive to mismatched information. First, your company must be a legitimate registered entity like a limited liability company or a corporation. Second, you must secure an official employer identification number. Third, your business name must be spelled exactly the same way on every single document you submit. If your state registration says Global Marketing Solutions, but you type Global Marketing on the application, the computer will flag the inconsistency as potential fraud and issue a manual denial. Absolute consistency across your digital footprint is the master key to unlocking automated guaranteed approvals. Furthermore, you must treat these no-credit check platforms with absolute strategic Respect. Because they rely on your cash flow and your banking data, you must maintain immaculate financial habits. Do not let your connected bank accounts drop to $0. Do not trigger overdraft fees. That algorithms constantly monitor your financial health even after you are approved. If they detect massive financial instability, they will lower your spending limit immediately. Conversely, if you maintain strong cash reserves and pay your corporate card balances early every single month, these platforms will aggressively increase your spending power. They will reward your discipline with higher limits, better cash back multipliers, and premium corporate perks. As you move forward into the commercial battles of 2026, you must permanently discard the fear of personal credit rejection. The era of begging a traditional bank for working capital is over. You now possess the strategic knowledge to bypass the old system completely. You can leverage your merchant processing volume with companies like Shopify or Stripe. You can utilize advanced cash flow banking platforms like Ro or Bricks. You can build from the ground up using guaranteed collateral models. Protect your personal credit file fiercely. Focus all of your energy on generating corporate revenue and optimizing your daily cash flow. Use these modern instruments to fund your marketing campaigns, secure your inventory, and scale your operations rapidly. Take total control of your financial architecture today and build your independent corporate empire entirely on your own terms.